All right. All right, we're back. We are back. It has been too long since I've been here on the setup. But we're back. Don't worry, we are back. Dean, you out there, bro? You want to chat? All right. Who is that person I was talking to? I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But if you want to come back on, I'd be happy to have you. I don't want to do the multi boxes. So if you want to request, if you want to talk about is porn cheating, go ahead and request. So I was talking to that person. Oh yeah, codependency was something that people said. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if this thing still works. Can you hear the music? Can you hear me? My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach, here to talk about porn. Lady V, she DM'd me. She said Wi-Fi. Sorry, Wi-Fi. You there, Lady V? Haha, no problem. LOL. All right, who do we have here? Dark Mark, Corn. All right, so if you want to talk about whether or not you think porn is cheating, come on and share your opinion. You can share your story about if you watch porn, maybe, why you watch it. You can argue with me. You can debate. You are here, Lady V. You're going to listen now. You think you're getting some company. Okay. All right. Well, think about what you're wanting, Lady V. One of your roommates. Nice. Yeah, hang out with those kids. That's fun. All right. So I'll make the assertion that pornography is cheating. If you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, then if you go against that agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or otherwise, I would say that's cheating. But what do you think? All right, do I have to put this thing on here so people request? Then you must be a real man. Okay. I'll take that. I have a great definition for what it means to be a man. I'll read that to you in just a second. Hey there, what's going on? Hello, you're on TikTok. Hello. Hello. Are you there? Chels, hello. True masculine power happens when courage, integrity, vulnerability, compassion, awareness, and the capacity to take strong action are all functioning together. Such power is potent but not aggressive, challenging but not shaming, grounded but not rigid, forceful but not pushy. Again, it requires head, heart, and guts in full-blooded alignment. That comes from the book To Be a Man, a guide to true masculine power. For those of you that are like, oh, I just have a really high sex drive, consider this. Paul assumes he's very sexual because he has sex or masturbates 2 or 3 times daily. He is chronically anxious and edgy, often feeling saturated or overloaded with fear and anger. Rather than working with this, he channels his surplus emotional excitation into his sexuality, finding considerable energetic release through doing so, using his ejaculatory capacity as a kind of discharge valve for his unwanted emotional energies. In this, he is reducing his sexual partner to little more than an outhouse for the energies of his anxiety and anger. He is, in short, eroticizing his need to rid himself of his emotional tension, while viewing himself, perhaps with pride, as having a very strong sexual desire. Wow, that is quite the thing right there. I am a turkey. Wow. I was in a turkey for just a second. Thank you for that, turkey. Paul needs Jesus. Yeah, so translation, it's sometimes some people are like, well, I'm just super sexual. Well, are you, or are you using masturbation and ejaculation as a way to deal with your emotions? The book is called To Be a Man by Robert Augustus Masters, PhD. Is being in a turkey cheating? I don't know. It kind of felt like cheating to me for a second. I was way up in that turkey. Oh man. Oh, did you want a screenshot of the turkey or the book, Trina? Hey there, James. What's going on, man? Hello. Hello. Bad connection. The turkey. Okay. Brona. Hey, what's going on? You're
Hello.
the one that gave me a turkey.
Yes, I'm sorry. I literally just chose something random,
That's all right. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
and then you had a turkey on your head. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, can you guys all like and share, please? Like and share, like and share. All right, what's going on?
Um, I've been here before. I don't know if you remember, but I was the one that said about how teenage boys have grown up doing and looking at porn, and that's how men have, grown up with stuff and blah blah blah. I don't know if you remember that. That's fine if you don't. But I see
Yeah,
you. I constantly see you on my For You page and blah blah blah. I want to know if it's allowed to ask you questions about
sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about porn? Because you're asking us, is porn cheating? How do you
Hmm.
feel
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. Well, I think if you're in a committed monogamous relationship where you've said something like, I love you and only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, to your partner, if you deviate from that, whether it's using somebody on a screen or otherwise, I think that that's going against the agreement and therefore cheating.
I love you for that. I love to hear a man because I mean I'm 23. The only relationship that I've ever been in is with a guy now, and before this relationship, I didn't even think that porn was a toxic thing, and I never thought that porn was horrendous or anything. And in this relationship, my partner betrayed me because we had a whole conversation. And I told him, I was like, I'm not happy with porn. Please don't do that. And then he was always like, oh yeah, no, I would never do that. And then, oh, what do you know? I found out that it was all over his browser. It was everywhere. Only because I looked, and I hated that I looked. I had a gut feeling. So, and yes, we have had a conversation before on here. But yeah, no, I always wondered because I never asked you before
Hmm.
how you felt,
Yeah.
because there are some men on here doing the lives and like, how do you feel?
Another turkey.
And then
Screenshot this.
um, the guys don't care. They're like, oh no, I think it's right. I think it's fine. Like if your woman isn't pleasing you and
I got
doing
a
this and that,
screenshot on my phone.
it's not fair, because if you're telling your woman that you're not doing this and not doing that, but also you guys aren't having sex, the woman is gonna feel suspicious of like, okay, well, what's going on? And if you're not communicating with your woman telling her like, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that, she's gonna feel insecure. She's eventually gonna end up hating herself. And it goes with guys as well, because I'm friends with a woman that is very addicted to porn. I'm currently trying to be her therapist for it, and it's apparently working very well because her partner and her are actually going through a very good stage at the minute, only because of me. I'm not a therapist, I'm not registered, I'm not anything, but because I'm going through it, I can give other people advice about it, which is good. But then there's just me being stuck in the middle with the things I'm going through because, um, you know, you're lying about this thing, which is the first thing. You're lying about it. So,
So are
I
you
mean,
with that person still who watches porn?
I still am. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the last conversation that we had, I am still with this person only because, I've moved country for this person. I've literally sacrificed my whole life for this person. Um, he is very manipulative. He's very mentally abusive, whatever the fuck. I know, and a lot of people have been like, "Oh, leave, leave." I'm like, I can't because, again, I've moved country. If I leave, I've nowhere to go. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm
Well,
gonna be this, blah
so
blah.
so hold on. You're using limited, definite language. If you say you can't, you're right. Okay.
Mm,
How about this? I can leave, but it would be very difficult.
absolutely, and I can't. Um, my brain. Don't get me wrong. There are many days where I'm sat by myself. I'm crying. I'm like, I need to leave. I need to do this. I need to get my shit together. But then reality hits, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. I mean, I can. If I really wanted to, I can, but I'll be homeless and I'll be stuck and I'll be struggling and
Yeah.
blah,
So
blah,
so
blah.
so for you, the way you're holding this is it's better to stay with this partner who's betraying me and watching porn than it would to be homeless, right?
This relationship is kind of worse than was and is watching porn. I mean, everything else in between.
You're you're gone. Hello.
Oh,
You're back.
sorry, my
You're back.
my iPhone just started fucking up. Sorry. So like last week, I was at work and this man decided to say like, "Oh, can I tell you something?" Okay, we'll get really deep. Okay, so my neighbor is called Chloe, and she's right in front of us. Yeah. So we both went out on nights out together, like separately. So I.
Do you think that Trump should have won 2016?
No,
I'll
he's
wrap it in.
talking
It's
to me.
conceptually relevant. I'll demonstrate.
Why is Dean talking to me now?
What is this happening?
Sorry,
Fuck.
I my TikTok for you page. Dean was talking to me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So Chloe, your neighbor, and
Um. So yeah, we went out on separate nights out. So he was meant to stay at his parents' house, and I was staying at my friend's house. Everything was fine. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, I woke up the next morning, obviously in my friend's house, you know, told the truth where I was meant to be. And I looked on Snapchat maps, and he's at home, like in my house, in our house. But our neighbor's house is like literally right beside our house. So like, I thought Snapchat maps was like tweaking. Like, okay, well, it says that he's in her house. It was a bit strange. And then um, I texted him. I was like, "You were meant to be at your parents' house. What the fuck are you doing home?" This was at 8 a.m., which, like, he wasn't meant to be home at the time. So I was like, "What are you doing home?" And he's like, "Oh, no, no. I woke up at 7 and I went home." bullshit. I knew instantly. I was like, I always catch him out. It's like, oh, okay, strange. So he comes and picks me up from my friend's house, and the whole way home, I question him. I put him on literally like a hot seat. I keep questioning him because I know in my gut feeling he's lied to me so many times by the porn, by everything. I know he's a liar. So I keep questioning. He's like, yeah, no, I slept in our bed. I was like, yeah, whatever. So
All right,
then we came
can I ask you a
home.
question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you trust your partner?
No.
Okay, you didn't even think about that. So why are you still with him? And there you
Why
go
does
again.
it keep saying my iPhone may be close?
I don't know. It's very annoying
No.
though.
Hold on, because I think he's listening. Hold on.
Well, get him in here. Let's talk to him. No, she's gone. All right. There's nobody waiting in the queue. Maybe they'll come back. All right. Like and share, people. Like and share. I'll continue my reading about Paul. Austin, can I ask something? Sure. Oh, they're gone. Oh, when investigating our... Oh, Lady V's back. Lady V. And she's gone again.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi there. Yeah, hi there. I had spoken to you before. It's good to be on again. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. What's going on?
Oh man, a lot of things. I'm so grateful that I found your TikTok. Yeah, I could definitely identify with the last woman who was on. Yeah, I know you're Christian. I believe in the Bible myself. And yeah, just I think I had talked to you a little bit the last time about, I came to Texas to be with this
Hold on,
person.
hold on, hold on, real quick.
Okay, sure.
Candace,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Brono's back. Is he there? Are we going to talk to him?
No, what the fuck, Robert? No, obviously not.
Oh, okay.
No, he came down. I got scared. I had to leave. I'm sorry.
All right, so you don't trust him. Why are you with him?
No. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've had a lot of questions from my friends and my work, even like why are you still with him if he makes you feel like shit? I don't know.
Well,
You know, my
there's a reason, right? There's a reason you're still with him.
the
And
fear of
what is
being
with the
alone,
turkeys?
maybe.
Yeah, these turkeys, these are amazing. Fear of being alone. Okay, when did that start?
I don't know. uh, a long time ago, years maybe. I don't know. I don't know. He's my first real, like in real life, like boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The first guy I ever did anything with, because I'm an old-fashioned lady. I kept my shit since I was like 20. I lost that shit to this guy, and then all of a sudden he was like, I don't like sex, and then I was like, he's coming again. Hold on, fuck's sake. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Well, Candace, hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Do you want me to speak or you want me to wait or?
I don't even know anymore. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk. We'll wait till
Yeah,
she
no, it's
figures
all
that out.
good. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I believe in the scriptures. I believe, in the Bible. I'm a person of faith. I consider myself a believer. I'm not perfect. I have flaws, and I'm working on my issues. I left this current relationship that I'm in. Like I said, I'm sure you got a lot of people on here, so I'm nobody, right? I mean, I'm somebody, but you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, I'm in Texas, and him and I are, I block him. I know he's no good. And then I get weak. I'm isolated. I came from a narcissistic, abusive family. I was adopted into it. Maybe you'll remember they practice Satanism.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember you now. Yeah.
yes, yes, that is a true story. This is real. This is real. So that's how I found my faith. It was authentic. I wasn't raised in a Christian or Bible believing home, but I did struggle with some stuff, addictions, and um, I endured sexual abuse growing up. So yeah, and I was introduced to pornography. I used to be like bisexual and identified as like lesbian and all that stuff. But because of my faith, I no longer practice that stuff. And I'm healing from all this too, right? And this person I just, and this person that I'm with, like I said, I get weak because I'm kind of isolated, I am isolated. And I guess he's kind of been my emotional support, if you will. But yes, he's a pornography addict and he knows about my recovery. And I know that we're unevenly yoked, and he said he prayed for a godly woman, but I think that was just part of the manipulation tactic and he did, and we have this issue, and we talked about it tonight, and I tried to be vulnerable, and he starts gaslighting me, and I take accountability today, right? As a recovering person, I know I have to be accountable for my side of the street, right? But long story short, um, we weren't married, of course, but we're not together now sexually. I created some boundaries and definitely are sticking with them. I'm not gonna. But in the relationship, he when I was asleep, I didn't consent to him. He had like bundled my
Yeah. I
breasts and
got it. I
had
got it. I got
sex.
it. I got it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, long story short, we keep kind of, yeah, he keeps telling me I was awake and gaslighting me, and this is kind of where, a lot of I realized, he's a pornography addict as well. So, and other things transpired. So I really don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm looking for help. I mean, I have you as a support. You're part of my recovery, and I'm very grateful for you. So, um, I know the
Where
simple
where do
answer.
you
I'm sorry, go
where
ahead.
yeah, what okay, what's the simple answer?
To walk away and not engage, and I know in my spirit and in my heart, like the heart is wicked and deceitful above all else, right? So I know that my heart is not telling me the truth. My mind and my brain are know that this is not my person, and I'm struggling with all of that. But anyhow, you were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to ask like where you live. What your who you're surrounded by.
Well, I'm in Texas, and I'm literally
Well, yeah, I mean
in
like
my
who do you live with?
I live alone. I have my own apartment now, and of course, I was the one supporting him. He was homeless, and I was supporting this person. Yes, yeah. And at one point, I was experiencing reactive abuse, and he kind of, yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean what I want to say, I'm like you got to have a good support system around you. And I'm honored that you're saying I'm part of that. However,
You absolutely
in
are. You're a
well,
blessing.
okay, I appreciate that. And some dude on TikTok who you've talked to for 5 minutes and lives halfway across the country, that's you need a lot more than that, right? Like, have you sought to engage resources locally, like, you know, women's homes or, people with the
Yeah, I
state
have.
that can help
I'm
you
on
get out of the
every.
situation?
Yeah, I'm reading books. I'm dealing with shadow work from my own childhood wounds because I was assaulted in this relationship, and of course, yeah,
Yeah, but I mean
it's.
people, like people who can come around you and help. Like, if what you're
I
wanting is to get out of the situation, to actually help you make steps to
I mean,
move towards that.
I have my dad. He's in New Jersey, and I'm adopted. And there's all and there was also some inappropriate stuff with him as well. And I have a lot going on.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got I got that. Bless your heart. I mean, like, in your
Thanks.
city, people. I mean, it can be, some churches have resources for that. Um, like, there's
Yeah.
state resources that can help with that, city
Oh, yeah,
resources.
no, I have, yeah, I've reached out to sexual assault hotlines, domestic violence, 90, I mean, I don't want to promote anything here, I'm sorry, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Um, so I don't know what TikTok allows, but, yeah, I definitely have, I mean, I'm getting as much as I can, but I don't know anybody and I'm being alienated. I'm also going through parental alienation, which is a large part of my stuff. I'm accountable. I was an addict, but unfortunately, my mom is a narcissist, and she my adopted mother. So there, yes, there. I'm like a, I need besides like a miracle from the Most High God, and He has been sustaining me. Um, Other than that, yeah, I just try my best. I mean, honestly, I there's a local church. Um, but I have to pay for it, and I'm on a fixed income, from all the trauma that I endured. So that's the best I can do, and I have to, like I said, I have to, um, go through my financial, stuff and see. It's called Celebrate Recovery, and it's for all kinds of stuff. It is a Christian based 12
Yeah,
step
I remember
program.
we talked about that. What
Okay.
what are you wanting to be different with regard to this relationship with him?
Honestly, I mean, it was definitely lust. I'm not. Let's just be real. I'm a believer, but I
Well,
have
I
my.
got that. What do you? I mean, like, it sounds like it's not a safe relationship for you. Are you wanting to not be in that relationship?
I believe that the God of my understanding, my Creator, does not want me in this relationship, and I have to. It's a spiritual battle, yeah, and I know I need
All right,
to.
all right. Hold on.
No. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think how to phrase this. You said he does things to you in your sleep without your consent, and
Well,
correct?
not now because we're not living together, but in the beginning of the relationship, yes, he did, and then he yeah, and then he'll blame shift and deflect and put it back on things that I've done, and I take accountability, and I said, well, we didn't discuss boundaries, and I said if those things that I
All
did
right.
made
So
you
he's been abusive to you. Would you?
absolutely yes, and
Do you think
gaslighting
it's
all.
reasonable to assume that he might be abusive again in the future?
Well, he told me in a text that he said, Candace, if we ever get back together, I'll never, I'll never touch you without your consent, that kind of thing. So, yeah,
Okay.
um,
Based on
you
his
know,
behavior that you've seen since he did that the last time, do you think that he has changed? Has he got help for that?
no, I actually recommended your TikTok, and I had a D-Day with him, and it was, he had, TikTok was filled with, I'm sure you can imagine, and I snapped and reactive abuse. I raged, yes, I did. I reacted and I screamed and I said, "What is this?" And yeah, his TikTok account was just nothing but pornography, and I that was really traumatizing, and that was
All
kind of
right.
like,
So
yeah.
the evidence suggests that he's still involved in the same behaviors.
Well, I believe so because I was kicked out of his mother's trailer. Yes, and I keep telling him that I think he sees me as a possible opportunity as far as like because I have an apartment, I have my housing, and he's not working. He's lazy. I mean, I don't mean to trash talk him, but it's the truth. He's obese. You know, he's got a lot going on. He's got a lot riding on him too. Yes.
Yeah.
And when I
All right.
found, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
so
so I don't know what the answer is for you, but I can I give you advice?
I'll take a suggestion. Absolutely.
Okay. I would suggest that you find some local people, resources who specialize in helping people who have suffered abuse, physically, sexually, domestic abuse, and specialize in helping people navigate through those situations. Okay. But respectfully, I'm not the person to walk this out for you, especially not live on TikTok.
Well, if I did that, why didn't you call the police? And I told
What?
him, well, I said, why didn't you call the police on the lady that raped you in the park that you said, raped you rather? And he said, oh, because I'm a man and this and that. I said, well, I'm a survivor of abuse and I don't need to explain to you why I did or didn't call the cops when it actually happened because I was
Mhm.
full of shame and a lot of other things. So yeah, I am trying to reach the proper
Yeah.
people, as you say, to try to break this trauma bond because that's what I believe it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's your opinion, but
Yeah. So I mean, there's maybe calling the emergency number is a good first place to start, right? I don't know, but finding something locally to help you out of this, it, it might be what's needed here.
yeah, no, and I've done a lot of things in my anger because I have a lot. I'm working on my, like I said, my childhood wounds, my anger, my. I'm 2 years clean and sober, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm kind of coming out of the narcissistic fog. I'm in a lot of Facebook communities here on TikTok. Even my TikTok account now is
Yeah.
all
So
recovery
Candace,
based.
what I'm offering to you is groups on Facebook, like chat rooms and stuff. Is I'm not saying it's not helpful, but it's like really far away, I think, from what will actually help you get through this.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
So
hopefully have a therapist, and I have.
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
put all my business out here, but I'm gonna. I am on, government assistance. I'm not ashamed. I earn
yeah,
every penny. I hope that I can really find a therapist to work with that really does understand narcissistic abuse and what I've endured too.
yeah,
Because like I said, as a believer, I believe there's a spiritual demonic element to this person. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I don't have my own demons, but I battle them with my faith, if you understand.
yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing. Yeah, hang in there. See if you can find some local resources for you. Okay.
So much, and again, you're part of my
Okay.
recovery, and thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. Like and share, people. Didn't realize what. What's up, Morg? All right, Brona.
Okay,
Your picture. Did you
hello,
send me something?
me?
Did you send me a turkey? No, not you. Um, sorry, I didn't. Oh, your profile pic. Oh, I didn't. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, I love that. All right, Brona, what's going on?
Okay, what I was saying before he came down. Um, so yeah, my neighbor is called Chloe, and we went out on separate nights out, and yeah, I caught him in a lie,
Yeah,
and he said that he slept at home at our house. I was like,
yeah,
okay, well
yeah.
that's
And the Snapchat thing didn't add up, and then you asked him about it. Yeah,
yeah, and
and then you don't.
he eventually he he eventually told the truth, and he's like, okay, I slept at her house. I was like, oh, okay, well, the fuck? Why can't you just tell me that? Like, it's our neighbor. She's right there. She's my friend. So, and I know how he's like. So I was like, okay, well, I started crying. I was like, can you just please stop lying to me? And he called me pathetic for crying. I was like, okay, whatever. So then I ended up messaging her, and I said, oh, where did my boyfriend sleep? And she was like, oh, he slept at yours. So they both lied to me. So I was like, okay, well, something has definitely happened then. I'm not stupid, bitch. And she knows about all his lying because she's my friend. She knows about everything about how much he's lied about and how much he's been betraying
Did
me
they
and blah,
did
blah,
they
blah.
hook up?
I don't know. I still don't know. And I will probably never know. But in my
Well,
brain, yes.
okay.
Because
Well,
if
I
they're
mean,
both lying to me, yes.
if where do you live?
I live in England.
Do you think they were having tea together?
This is what I said. This is what I said to her anyway, because she knows how much he's lied to me. We are friends. We've had the chat. We've chatted about everything. And I said to her, I was like, "How dare you lie to me?" And she's like, "Oh no, I didn't want you thinking that anything happened." I was like, "Well, now I know that something definitely happened. Because why would you lie to me? Two adults do not have a drunk, innocent sleepover."
So so
I'm not dumb. I
I'm going
know.
to make an assertion here. Okay, okay.
Please.
I don't think that's a friend.
That's not a friend. I haven't spoke to her since. And it's
Okay.
been about 3 weeks.
All right.
But I'm
So
still with
so
him.
so you don't trust him. The
No,
evidence suggests that there was some sort of foul play there, that they slept in the same place together.
absolutely. Would you think that two drunk adults, had an innocent sleepover?
Well,
Please.
if I were to poll the chat here, there's probably one conclusion that we would make based on what you've said here,
Hmm.
right?
Mm.
So the question again is, why are you still there? Why are you with him? I'm not saying you need to leave. I'm curious. Why are you still with him? And you said that
I
the alternative is you're going to be homeless. I don't think it's that. I think there's something else at play for you.
I I don't know. I'm still waiting to find out because I have I have I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. People ask me, like, my dad is asking me to come home. I'm like, I don't know why I can't. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I don't get anything
Morg,
out of this
I
relationship.
just saw it, Morg. I just saw it. Your picture. Sorry, that's hilarious. Okay, sorry, Brona. Are you in like relationship with your parents?
I mean, growing up with my dad, he's a narcissist. He's abusive. He's blah blah blah. Um, but he's getting better. He is getting better.
Okay,
So
so
I think
what often happens in relationships is we tend to replay relationships that remind us of what it was like being in our parents' household.
exactly.
And it's like we keep it
I
around because it's
yeah.
familiar to us.
The thing is, like, the annoying thing is, I have my head on my shoulders. I know everything that's going on. I'm very aware that I know that I'm putting myself through this. But then when I'm like breaking down, crying, being betrayed by the shit that he's doing to me, in my brain I'm like, I need to leave, I need to leave. But then I just can't, and I'm telling you right now, I don't know why.
Okay,
I
well
do not know
maybe
why.
maybe like maybe you're overthinking it. Like
I don't want to be alone. I think that's
Okay.
just it. Because if I go home to my dad, then I have to constantly deal with his bullshit then that
Well,
I've
what
dealt
else?
with my whole
You're
life.
you're seeing two possibilities here. You're seeing one, go back to my dad who I don't want to be with. Where's your mom?
And my mom's with my dad.
Okay, so your parents are together.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I dealt with that shit my whole life. I
yeah,
don't want to
I
be
got it.
back there again.
I got it. So you're seeing two possibilities. Go back to your parents, which you didn't like, or stay with the boyfriend who is lying to you, cheating, you don't trust, presumably had an affair with your neighbor who you said was your friend, and
Hmm.
and staying there is the other option. So parents are here, staying there is here. There are millions of possibilities between those two things,
Mm.
right? Homeless is another possibility that you stated, right? It's
Yeah.
possible. It's not ideal, but it's possible, right? What else could be possible?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yes, my dad has been how he's been, but he is and was mentally ill, but he's been doing so good, and our relationship has like skyrocketed. Like we are best friends at the minute, and we have been for a very long time lately. And I've told him all my issues with my boyfriend, and my dad just wants me home. And I want to go home. I do, because obviously I miss my mom and I miss my life back at home.
Okay.
But I think my whole fear is if I go home, then I have to deal. My whole fear is like, if I go home and I move in, like everything will be okay for like maybe the first week, and then it will start with the narcissistic bullshit again. I'll have
Yeah.
to deal with the whole mental thing again. I can't do it. But
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, there's no change because I've dealt with it in this relationship anyway.
Yeah.
I
So
think
how old are you? 23 you said?
I'm 23. Yeah.
23. So what if um, you went home with a different attitude of this is not a forever situation. This is temporary until I can get out on my own 2 feet.
And yeah, that is what I think of all the time. At the end of the day, when I'm here, I miss out on my mom's life. I miss out on my sisters growing up. I miss out on so much shit. And for what? For a guy that doesn't give a shit about me? What am I doing? This is what I'm saying. When I tell everyone right now I've got my head on my shoulders, I mean it. I I know what's going on. I know what people are gonna tell me. It's just I think I'm just so scared to make the first move
Hmm.
because I tried to break up with this man 3 weeks ago, and he pretty much told me no. I was like, huh?
Well, why does he get to decide what relationship you're in?
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm just scared. I'm scared of everything.
Yeah, so that's the learning here is facing your fears. It will be hard, right? As
Yeah.
Michelle Mays puts it in the Betrayal Bind, that basically is staying in the middle in the gray area is like the hardest place to be. If you stay in the relationship, you're going to experience relational loss because what you have with this person isn't what you thought it was and it's not what you're wanting. If you leave, you'll experience relational loss as well because it means the end of the relationship. And both are hard.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is you got to do it anyways. Picking one. So,
I know.
what's harder, staying in your same situation for another month, 6 months, year, 5 years, 10 years, or choosing to just stay and be happy, try to be happy, or go live with your parents and see if you can get on your feet.
Yeah, I think I might have to. But you guys are making me sad because it's so true what everyone's saying.
What do you make of that?
I think it's because I know what I have to do. I think I'm just scared to be
Hmm.
sad.
Yeah, and that's okay. Be in that, feel that. I'm sad because I wish I wasn't in this situation. I don't have people to turn to. This relationship wasn't what I wanted it to be. It is sad.
I
It,
think
it
it's just
shouldn't be
annoying
like that.
because I moved a whole country for this asshole. I lost my virginity. I did literally everything for him, and then I have to go back to stage one and just restart everything.
That's one way to look at it.
It's annoying. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. Why? It's not fair. It doesn't make sense. Or you could say, okay, you know what? I did some things that I regret. I wish I didn't do. And now I get to go move on in my life with a new perspective, a new outlook on life. I learned some things here, and I'm going to be better going forward.
I know how to be treated. I know my worth.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I know how to be treated. I know my worth. I won't tolerate this next time. And again, what could be possible for you is you could re enter your home with your parents with a different attitude and outlook on it. I know my worth. I know how I want to be treated.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
have
what.
to be like how it was.
I don't believe in God, but lately this like I'm not even kidding, like this relationship has kind of made me kind of believe. It's been like it's like God showing me that I need to learn to love myself. Is God showing me like I'm an atheist and I'm this relationship has shown me and has made me think like, is God showing me that I need to love myself? I'm not even kidding.
Maybe.
I don't know, but
Do you love yourself?
I clearly not if I'm in this relationship, babe.
I don't think that that's what that means necessarily.
I do in a way because if I loved myself, why am I torturing myself? Because this is torture. This is oh
Yeah.
yeah.
What when he came down and you stepped away for a few minutes, what did you guys talk about?
Um, he just said he's going to bed. I was like, okay. I'm gonna stay up for a bit. And he's like, oh, okay. And he started shouting. And I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck? Well, I'm trying to go to bed. I was like, okay, you can go to bed. Just, you can go to bed, babe. The fuck?
Hmm. Where are you from originally?
Usually,
What's your home country?
I'm from Northern Ireland.
Okay. Well, the Netflix is like down. Side note: Jake Paul just came out, and what a circus that was.
Who won?
Mike, no, it hasn't started yet. Mike
Oh,
Tyson, they were just introducing him, and then Netflix like crashed.
this,
What are you wanting to do? Like, if you were to just dream here, like tomorrow's a new day. Well, I guess it's really early in the morning for you, but
if I was stream, if I, oh
just
my
dream. What's
god,
possible for your life that you would want to be different that you can live into?
I'm gonna cry, but I want to wake up in my mom's bed and say hi to my mom and to my dad and to my sister.
Okay. That seems so clear. You
I
want to wake up in your
know.
mom's bed, say hi to your mom, your dad, and your sister. And you being in this relationship, every day you're there, you're not living into what you're really wanting, which is to be back with your family and connected to them. Do you think they would take you
Exactly.
back?
My mom and dad like are begging me to come home.
So why are you
My
resisting
dad,
it?
I think I'm trying so hard to be an adult. I don't know. I think I've already said, I think it's just because I wanted to get away from my dad's narcissism, my nurse, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then my dad has like improved so much. But while I've been away, I've dealt with a narcissistic person myself, my
Hmm.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
So because I'm dealing with him, I still don't trust my dad. But I was with my dad last month. I went to visit him, and he was so good. He was so nice. He was amazing. So I'm going back in January, and you know what? I'm. It took me everything like last month when I was over. It took everything in me not to stay. Holy shit! I nearly stayed. I didn't. I was gonna
Hmm.
like cancel my flight and
Hmm.
just never talk to my boyfriend ever again.
Hmm.
Cause fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have my
that
support.
yeah, that's available to you. It sounds like.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't have support here. If he breaks up with me or if I break up with him, I'm not gonna break up with him. If he breaks up with me, he can go home to his family. I'm alone. I think
Yeah.
that's my thing. I'm
Yeah.
homeless.
But you're
You
not.
know,
You're not homeless. See that? Look, you're not homeless. You have parents who are begging you to come back.
yeah, but how am I gonna get there? This is the thing. I use if I'm gonna go home, like for a visit, I use my partner or his dad to take me to the airport. If I end it with everything, I have no way to the airport. I am literally stuck because I can't afford a taxi. It's nearly 2.5 hours away. That's a lot of money. I
Do you
can't
work?
afford it. I do work, but with the house that I'm in, the rent is a lot. It's
Okay. All
horrific.
right. All right, Brona. You're coming up with all the reasons why you can't do that. Why you can't go figure out how to get a one-way
Am I
ticket
making
back home.
excuses?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's find out if you're making excuses. So you gave me a bunch of reasons why you can't do it. I'd like to hear 10 reasons why you can do it.
Why I can't do it?
Why you can do it.
Okay. I don't think I can do 10, but I can do like a lot.
Okay, 3. Let's
Um,
try 3.
well, I can watch my sister grow up. I can
Well,
stop because I'm gonna cry.
but hold on. We were talking about the financial component, right? You didn't
Oh,
see
the
a path to
financial?
paying for a taxi to wherever it is, right?
Yeah.
You were telling me why that's not possible, why you couldn't come up with the money to get a taxi home or to the airport or whatever, right?
Yeah. It.
So you're drawing up this barrier in your head. This is why I can't go home.
I mean, what do I do? I'm renting a house. What do I do?
Well,
If I choose
what's
one day to wake up and be like, "Fuck this! I don't want to be with you. I'm leaving." I don't even know how. I don't even know how to. I don't know how to give up the house. I don't know what to do. I'm 23. This is the first time I've ever rented a house. I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm also telling myself that I don't know what to do, but I actually do. If you know what I mean?
Okay. If you did know what to do, what would you do?
Well, first of all, I would probably cry. Second of all, I would probably call my landlord and ask for help, and then she would give me advice.
Okay.
And then third of all, I would follow her advice. But the thing is, I'm
Okay. What
scared
else
to
is
tell
possible?
them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Look, if you were to just figure out a way to get home, your lease would still be in place. You'd still have to deal with that. You can deal with it whether you're there or if you're in another country.
Can I?
Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Do you have the internet? Do they have internet in Northern Ireland? She's gone again.
Fucker. Yes, I do have internet,
You have
yes.
internet. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you needed to get out of a lease or do whatever, you could do it in Northern Ireland, right?
Really? I don't know. Dude.
Well, why would it matter whether you're sitting there in London or if you're in Northern Ireland?
I don't know. My whole brain was like, I have to be here and let everyone know and like sign paperwork. I
No,
don't
you could do.
know.
Look, you. Oh my gosh, this is a perfect analogy. This is so great. Do you know what an Irish exit is?
A what?
An Irish exit.
Oh, an Irish goodbye? Yes.
Yeah, an Irish
I should do
goodbye.
that.
Just
Yeah.
Irish goodbye this guy and the whole country. It's where you just leave and don't say anything. I did it the other night at a party. It was like 10:30. My wife and I are like, time to go home. And I'm like, you want an Irish exit? She's like, yeah. I'm like, great. We just left. And then the next day, everyone's
Ugh,
like, what happened to you guys? I'm like, we left.
I
It's
love
perfect too
that.
because you're going to Ireland. So, look,
Mm,
here's the thing that I'd want you to see is you're lasering in on there being one possibility for these situations in your life, right? And just have fun with that exercise. Like when you're wanting something different, just come up with possibilities. Literally, what are 10 other ways you can deal with it? Right? One of
it's not
them,
even that. It's. I think a lot of women watching that relate to me can say like the bond that they have with this person is crazy.
I
You
got it.
know, you guys are like best friends. This is my best friend, and he has messed me up so bad.
Yeah, is he
So
really your best friend though?
he is my best friend. I promise you that right now. I promise you that way. He
Okay.
is my best friend. But when
Okay.
it comes to relationship stuff, horrific, horrible.
But that's what a friendship is it's a relationship.
I know. This is what I'm trying to say. It's tricky because he's my best friend. We have such an amazing bond. So crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah,
We have.
I don't I would just say I don't know that it's as good as you're drawing it up to be in your head.
Mm,
Right? I say this a lot to betrayed partners who are like, everything is fine except for the porn. It's like, well, maybe it's not as fine as you actually think it is because the foundation of trust isn't there. Yeah, a lot of guys are addicted to porn. A lot of women are addicted to the idea of what the relationship could be like if only he was different.
oh yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was funny because he told me to do therapy because apparently I was the fucked up one. I did therapy. I paid so much money for that shit. And then all of a sudden, I caught him being addicted to porn. I was like, oh, you're the one that needs therapy, not me, darling. So
Yeah.
then I had to cancel therapy because he was the one fucking me up. So what was the point of paying all this money for therapy if I'm with the person that's fucking me up? You know?
Yeah. I hear you.
Um,
All right. Well, Brona, thanks for sharing.
yes. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
I'm gonna move on
much for
here. Yeah, and
listening.
just it sounds like you're pretty clear on what you're wanting to do, and I get it. It's hard, but the more and more you do hard things, the more you'll realize you can do hard things, and it'll get easier. And you're gone again.
I'm here.
You're back.
No, I'm
Okay.
here.
All right. Well, hang around. Good chatting with you. All right. Bye bye. I want to argue with a dude. Any dudes out there want to argue? Hey, what's going on? John, you're on TikTok talking about porn.
Hey, does the beauty burger come in a double? Yes. Can I get that, please? Okay. With fries?
With fries, alright.
Yeah, and
Would that be all for you?
yeah, lemonade, please. And a lemonade.
Yeah. Lemonade. Okay, and is this right here?
It's
Or
a go.
here? Alright, John.
John. He's ordering something. John, give me a cheeseburger. John, and a milkshake. Tino, 2 days free. Let's go. Oh, the fight started. Netflix is broken. Come on, Netflix. Really, how can you not work? You know, I bet porn use will spike as soon as this fight is over. That's how it works. It's round 2. Who looked better in round 1? Trust me, I've tried to go in and out of it. Hey there, what's going on? They just danced in round 1. Hey there, what's going on? Hello. 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 All right. Is Brandy live? Can they ever stop? Yes. I can tell Mike is getting old. All right, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to get. Oh, somebody's here. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, definitely not here to argue or anything. Just here to let anybody know in the chat that doubts it that you can recover from it. I'm in. I lost everything, but I'm in recovery for being a porn, adult chat, sex addict, or whatever. But I'm beating it.
Good job, man. How long have you been free from it?
Um, Not very long. I'm still fairly new. I'm within just a couple of months. In and out of recovery for 5 years. In the addiction for a little over 20.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you. What got you to the point of wanting to make a change in your life?
I lost my best friend and my soulmate
Hmm.
because I know that a lot of people, and there's a lot of argument out there that say that, if you really do love the person you're with, you wouldn't hurt them like that. But, I don't, my addiction didn't care what it took from me, and it found my weakness.
Hmm.
It found all my weaknesses, but that doesn't mean that I didn't love her with everything that I have. I think I just had to lose her in order to wake up.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
She stuck with me for 4 years of going through it. She stuck by my side.
Hmm.
Stayed with me 4 years longer than she ever should have. But
And so you
but
guys have
anyways,
been
I
split
just
up for about a year.
no, actually this is no, she left me. I think we finally split. She called it quits almost 4 months ago.
Okay.
So I'm still I'm it's like I'm not new to the recovery programs and new to what recovery is about. I'm not new to it. I'm just I guess you could say finally taking it serious for the first time in my life.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. You guys have kids together?
We do. We have a 7-month-old.
Okay.
We
Wow.
do.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
pretty fresh with you guys figuring out how to navigate through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she had time to be broken and go through the healing and get over it. And, when she was done, she was done. It was, it's hard for her, but nothing like not realizing what I was losing and not
Hmm.
being awake and not being present in myself.
Yeah. Someone said, "Why does it take losing the partner sometimes to be serious?" Because it's the partner gives them the gift of desperation
Hmm.
that they're about to or have lost it all to where now they're going to wake up. Why is it like that? I don't know. But there's that rock bottom that people have to hit oftentimes before they decide to make a change.
Yeah. Unfortunately, and it's like you can know it, you can be in your right mind sometimes through it, and you can know that what's on the line to lose, and you still just, I don't know, maybe it's that whole because they've forgiven you and because they're willing to stay or something, that maybe there's something deep down inside you that's like, okay, well, then I don't have to take this as serious as it really is.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And, but
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
man.
We'll
You
see
have
you.
a good night.
You too. Bye bye. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm gonna watch the fight. I'm watching it over here now, and I'm too distracted. So you guys can probably gather that. But thanks for sharing, man. Just share it. So I'm going to get off for tonight. Thanks for being here, everyone. By the way, I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are dealing with porn or sex addiction and women dealing with betrayal trauma. The my calls last week, guys, with the guys were just great. I mean, guys are just um, like here's the thing: is healing doesn't occur until it's witnessed empathetically. And there were so many guys, probably 5 or 6 guys, who were just like, I don't know what I would do without this community, without this place to talk about what's going on in my life and be able to be encouraged to move forward into something new and different. It's the power of community. Okay, so if you guys are interested, if you or your your partner might you want to encourage them to be involved in the community. I have groups that are $99 a month. We do a weekly Zoom call. I also have groups for women who are going through betrayal trauma, because that is also lonely, equally, if not more lonely, to be in your betrayal story. Carity, my husband just finished Unwanted and really enjoyed it. What would I recommend next? I would recommend he get in one of my groups. Schedule a call with me, have a chat. When you read Unwanted, it's going to bring up a lot of stuff that you got to unpack. That last chapter, or the last part of the book, where do I go from here? Part of that Jay Stringer asserts, which I agree, is you got to have healthy community that's going to encourage you and move forward. And so, again, you can join my community. You can find an SAA type community, a Celebrate Recovery. There's lots of stuff out there. My community is pretty good, I think. It's a great place to be. So anyways, if that's helpful, Carity, schedule an appointment. I love to chat. How do you get rid of a lustful heart? Well, what you look at affects your desire. So start looking at something else. Start looking at something else. Is it religion-based? My groups are not faith-based. I'm a Christian. I don't ask anybody to believe what I believe. The groups are not faith-based. People in there they're agnostics, atheists, Muslim, Hindu, Jews, Christians. Wherever you're at with faith is fine. Some people bring up faith as part of their journey. Some people don't. So, all right. This fight's almost over, actually. It's round 6. I think I'm going to get off anyway. So, anyways, if you guys want to chat about that, you can schedule a call with me using the link in my bio, or just join the group. It's a great place to be. So, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.